Amidst a raging war in Ukraine, NATO is looking keenly at its eastern flank. The visuals on your screens right now show fighter jets over NATO's eastern flank as part of the alliance's air shielding mission. The lineup of aircraft included Italian Eurofighters, Polish F-16s and Polish MiG-29s, and United States F-22s. Now, the planned one-day series of aerial maneuvers were conducted from the Lask Air Base in Poland on the 12th of October 2022. However, NATO released footage this Thursday. Meanwhile, Britain's Royal Air Force Typhoon and Lightning jets conducted their largest ever mass firing of air-to-air missiles in exercises that shot down 53 target drones over Scotland. Video released by the Military of Defence on Saturday showed the manoeuvres, which took place over the space of 10 days, with pilots from 8 different squadrons launching a total of 53 missiles. The missile practice camp took place over the sea in the Hebrides air weapon ranges last month and was the largest mass firing of the infrared guided advanced short-range air-to-air missiles from Typhoon and Lightning jets. The exercises come at a time when NATO ally Ukraine is amidst a major war with its neighbor Russia, and Moscow has warned of the usage of nuclear weapons to protect its territory. Now, we are being joined by Olena Tregup, who is the Executive Director of the Independent Defense Anti-Corruption Commission, NATO, in Ukraine. Thank you for being with us. Now, NATO is strengthening their posture in all domains, according to Secretary General Stoltenberg, for deterrence and defense. Could you take us through the latest move by NATO, and was this expected?
Yes, of course, this is a natural development because you know that Ukrainian forces are now approaching Kherson. Kherson is a Ukrainian city which is currently occupied, held by Russians, but Russians are retreating from Kherson. And there are fears that Russians don't want to retreat and leave Ukrainian land in peace, but instead they want to use nuclear weapon. This is what they are threatening Ukraine with. They are threatening to use a nuclear weapon in Ukraine on the land which they captured and which they don't want to give back. And essentially because of that, NATO has two goals: to provide reassurance for their partners in Europe, and also to provide deterrence for Russia, that Russia does not even think about using nuclear or chemical or biological weapon, and frees Ukrainian territory which it currently occupies.
Right, and Olena, what is the situation then? Tell us about the multinational battle groups that are present now on the eastern flanks and these exercises that they are currently undertaking.
Well, in Romania, for example, there are around several thousand troops from United States, also from Romanian army, and they are exercising together. They are essentially exercising to enter Ukraine if necessary, because the United States said that, and NATO said, if Russia uses nuclear weapon in Ukraine, then NATO troops will respond militarily and will enter Ukrainian territory and will free Ukrainian territory of the remainders of the Russian army. And this is why they are now doing exercises similar to what is happening on the ground in Ukraine. They are trying to replay the conditions on the ground in Ukraine.
Right, and Olena, has there been any reaction from Russia on this latest move by NATO?
Well, Russia, I haven't heard of any reaction, but Russia knows very well that there will be very serious consequences if they decide to use a nuclear weapon or do some other major thing which is like unthinkable. And they should clearly watch what NATO is doing now, because this is a signal for them to deter Russia from doing even more horrible things which they have already done in Ukraine.
Right, Elena, thank you very much for being with us and your valued insights there.
Thank you.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.